Hey, what's going on, people? It's Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics, and I'm super excited to bring you this special promotional offer on a beta free-to-play game called War Inc. Battlezone. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Believe me, I thought the same thing when it was thrown in our lap saying, hey, why don't you try this out? That, you know, free-to-play games are kind of, graphics are ho-hum, gameplay is ho-hum, and I'm telling you right now that that is not the case with this game. I'm going to be showing you sort of bigger screens of the actual gameplay, and I'm going to show you features of this game. But this game is not like games like, say, Battlefield Play for Free. If you've seen that, you know, again, you got to understand that for DICE, their main source of revenue, where they make most of their money, is through the retail versions of the game, the disc-based games. You know, like Battlefield 3 coming out. That's where their money is. So their, you know, their free games are kind of just sort of like a little bone that they throw at us, a little project. But this company, in creating War Inc. Battlezone, this is their game. There aren't these other games that they're using, and this is just a supplement. They're wagering that this free-to-play game is on par with all the other shooter games, that you're going to actually spend money on it. And while it's free-to-play, it uses what's called microtransactions. So the base game is free, and then as you're playing it, and you've got enough bonus points, and by the way, the link in the description gives you a special promotional boost, and I'll go over the details of that. Simply for signing up through us, you will get actually bonus content, which will enable you basically to test a lot of the equipment. And there's way more features on this than you would get in a standard game. I'm very, very impressed with this game so far. Actually, I played it all last night. We launched the beta promotion to our website community, and a ton of them, I was gaming with them all night last night, and I'll probably play some more tonight as well. So if you're on, there's a good chance you're going to get into a lobby with myself, Spider Bite, Bentley, Meatwagon, or whoever into the game, because really it's a select few, and we're giving you the opportunity as well. Remember, even though I'm doing these videos, not everyone across YouTube is going to actually see this. So take advantage of this, get in there, play, and test it out. Remember, it's in beta stage, so they want your feedback. But this game is phenomenal. Now think of it this way though, this company is relying on the fact that the game is not just like, you know, Battlefield Play for Free. The graphics are friggin' really, really good on this. It is third person view, so some of you may have to adjust to that as well. I did, because I haven't played a third person view in a while. I do play Uncharted, but the graphics, the movement on it is smooth. The game is on par with other shooter games. But here's the great news, and I honest to God just got this email this morning at 7 a.m. I wasn't awake at 7 a.m. Yes, I know I'm a little bit lazy, but I did get the email, and this is the first time I knew about it, because we were all kind of like, oh, you know, I'm kind of used to first person shooter view or game style is actually coming to it. They just sent out the announcement saying they're working on it, and it's coming very soon. So I'm assuming you're going to have an option between third-person view or first-person. And they all have their advantages and disadvantages. I'm just more comfortable with first-person. So if you're not 100% sure, get in there. Just take a look at the gameplay. There's deathmatch and a domination-type gameplay there. But the detail, the graphics on this is not like your normal free-to-play game. This is the way that games should be made. You know what I mean? They're relying on the fact that the game, the free game itself, is so good that you're willing to spend money on buying the additional stuff, which is called microtransactions. So you get your basic weapons, your basic guy, and you go in there and you actually fight. And if you want the extra types of body armor, tons of weapons with different scopes, a lot of options on this. I mean, I'm talking about a lot of options. A lot of things where you can customize your character, how they look, the masks, you know, instead of just face paint. And I'm going to compare this to Black Ops only because I know a lot of you have played it. Obviously, I've played it, Black Ops game. So in Black Ops, you get your face paint. But these things, these masks are detailed. They look friggin' kick-ass. A lot of options on there, a lot of customization that you're not going to get in any of these other games. And you only get it if you actually want it. The amount of transactions, you can rent it for a day, which costs like a small amount of your points. Remember, we're giving you a bonus points for it just for signing up for us as well. This is beta stage, so they need your feedback. As many of you guys that can sign up for the beta stage, please do so. It's not going to cost you anything. It's absolutely free, but I promise you, especially if they're doing first person, I can't wait for that to actually happen. When they're first person, then I'll definitely do another review on it and bring it back to you. But if it's anything like the third person view that they have right now, simply translated into first person, I'm all on board because I think that's friggin', you know, kick-ass. The game is solid. And here's the thing. If most game companies, instead of using marketing to sort of convince you to get the game. Because how many times do you see amazing trailers and amazing all this marketing hype, and then when you get the game is kind of like either incredibly disappointing, or you're kind of like, well, it's not exactly what I thought it was. You imagine this, and I don't want to mean, you know, harping on this, but imagine if Call of Duty Black Ops, the way it launched on PS3, PC, and Wii on launch day, can you imagine if that was free to play? How much money do you think they would have made on that? No one would have bought anything. We would have went, you know what, this is garbage. I'll come back to it in a while. But they wouldn't have made hardly any money. They would have lost a tremendous amount of people because they simply relied on marketing rather than the quality of the game itself. Whereas this is reversed. They're not charging you anything. They're saying, our game is so solid, you are going to want to actually pay for the additional items. And I'll tell you right now, I have not seen a free-to-play game better than this game right now. So again, the link is in the description for your special promotional beta offer. Remember, it's in beta. You're going to get, I'll go over the items actually when I show you the code or whatever, the link, and some screenshots of the options available. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. Anyway, let's get into some details. Remember, the link is in there. Sign up. Maybe go on there tonight, over the next week. Give them feedback. If you get any frame freezes or I don't know, whatever it is. But remember, it's on your PC. If you got garbage connection, just like when your consoles or whatever it is that you play on, it's going to have the same thing because it's multiplayer. If your graphics card is really crap, you might want to turn down the actual resolution so that it's not chugging your computer. Remember, this is a PC sort of base game, so you're going to have to actually make sure that you tweak your computer in order to make it run. I have a 6-core processor, and I got a fairly decent graphics processing card and a 27-inch HD. So I'm running it at peak, and it looks friggin' fabulous. I'll show you some screenshots as well. So let's take a look at that. Sign up now for the beta testing and you'll receive 10,000 gamer points, a 30-day rental of the XM8 assault rifle, and a 14-day 2 times the XP boost. Alright, here's a quick snippet of some multiplayer that I recorded last night. One thing I do like, which is what you're seeing right now, is the running. When you're running, it kind of blurs out the rest of the surrounding, kind of like what it would happen if you were actually really running. But the rest of the movement is just smooth as butter. Smooth as silk, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. The shooting is good. The sights are great on it. You know, a tad bit different, but still kind of familiar. They just kind of, you know, fuzz out the surroundings there. I really do like this. I mean, one thing that you're going to notice too, I mean, in the domination type gameplay, you have a choice of the spawn area. Either your home spawn area or any one of the 3 capture areas that are actually controlled by your team. So if you've controlled all 3, you can spawn on any one of the 3. If you've only got one, you can either do home spawn or on the one captured flag. So it's kind of really cool. I really like the options that they provide you in this game. So as you can see, it's a pretty slick game. Overall, I'm really impressed. Alright, let's take a look at some of the items here, and these are boost items. So these are items that you can purchase to help boost your character up, like double XP or even double GP. And GP are the points that you use to actually unlock weapons, rent weapons, or permanently unlock them. And that's where the microtransactions come from. So if you're actually really skilled and you use double GP, you probably, once you've actually purchased your first weapon and you get really good at it, you might not even have to do any more spending. You might actually just constantly earn your GP by doing double GP and then unlocking stuff like that. And here we're taking a look at some of the characters, the heads and the gear and stuff like that. Again, very customizable. Create your own character. When you get into gear, this is what I really like. Look at all this armor. There's all sorts of different armor here, different prices, but the armor is not just for aesthetics. There's different protection. If you're looking on the side there, you can see the bar for protection, and it's showing that certain armor, even though it costs more, will allow you to stay lightweight and move fast, but also provide you with really high protection. Same thing with headgear. Some of it's just sort of aesthetic, which means, you know, you might look cool, but the other stuff is actually increases your protection as well, your armor protection. Here are some of the masks. I mean, look at the detail on those. Those are way better than face paint. I'm sorry, but those things look wicked. And here's some of the weapons: sniper rifles, submachine guns, assault rifles, shotguns, handguns. You're also going to get other support like grenades. And in the grenade area, I'm pretty sure I go into the grenades. So here you go, a wide selection. You got your claymores, you got tripwires, you got everything there. It's very, very customizable. I think it's definitely worth taking a look at. I mean, it's something familiar, something you're going to be familiar with all shooters. And the fact that it's going to be third person and first person, it's going to appeal to a very wide market. So there you go. As I said, I was not lying. The game looks tight. It feels good, and I can't wait for the first-person shooter mode to actually kick in. This game is going to be really, really good, and I think it's kind of the future where games should go. Rather than relying on marketing, why not actually make a quality game and let people play it and say, you know what, here it is. It's like having a demo. You know what I mean? It's like having an unlimited demo and exposure and just play with everyone else, although you're going to get owned because some of the weapons are kick-ass in there. And by the way, here's a little hint from me to you if you're going in there and you're not sure what weapons to use or to rent or to buy or whatever it is. Try and get the AK, is it 74? AK-47, 74? I think it's AK-74. With red dot sight. And now in the video that I show you, I have the gold camo only because I like the bling bling. You know what I mean? It looks so pretty. But make sure you get that because that honest to God, that weapon is beast mode. So you definitely want to try that out. It's just a little bit of help there to get you going in case you're not sure, like, hey, I'm going to try this weapon. I haven't tried all the weapons. I haven't tried the FAMAS or any of those other things. But the AK, the only reason why I say use the AK is because there was individuals all night. There was a certain individual that kept on owning me. He was going like 30-1, 20-0, and he was using the AK the entire time, and he was just owning people. Obviously, an experienced PC gamer, because I'm not experienced, but I had a ton of fun playing it. Just sign up, it's free. I mean, what do you got to lose? Absolutely free. If it's not good, then they don't do anything. But if you come across problems, please let them know, report, go on their website, and let them know what issues you've actually come across, because this is beta stage. So this isn't full release yet. It's beta, so they want to work out the problems now, and you're going to actually help doing this as well. So thanks for taking a look at this. I hope you guys do download it and play it. I'm excited for the future of this. I think it's more responsible of developers to use this format. Anyway, that's it. I'm Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics. Yes, I will be playing it tonight. Peace.